2. Warm liquid goo phase beginning.
Hey kids, how you doing today?
Awesome.
Great. Well, today F&A is going to show you how to kill someone. No, it'll be okay. Our subject today is a common terrorist that most of you had the misfortune of meeting, and that many of you, I bet, interact with on a day-to-day basis under the pretense of friendship.
I'm confused. Free scares. My mom said terrorists are bad.
Yeah, terrorists are bad. I know. I'm going to ask you a couple questions now, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Now, I need you all to be honest, all right? Do we know what honesty is?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. First question. Have any of y'all ever listened to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony at full volume all the way through?
What's the point? Who's that?
Oh. Okay. I was afraid of that. Y'all should give it a shot sometime, okay? I'll give you a copy after we're done here. Second question. Ever heard of Scriabin? Anybody know who that is?
TV.
No? A lot of noobs here today. But it's okay. It's not entirely your guys' fault. You've just been disinformed most of your life. And that's why we're here right now, okay? Now here's an easier question.
I'm hungry. I'm scared still.
Has anyone ever listened to Kid Rock? How about Nickelback?
Nickelback.
Okay. That's okay. I'm here to help. What about Creed?
Awesome favorite band.
Wow. Oof. Well, nobody's perfect, kids. And it's pretty hard to stand up against the pressures of society and internal terrorism when you don't have a reason to. Couple more questions to make sure that we should continue our work today. How much television do you all watch per day?
I love TV. As much as I can.
Wow. That's a lot of time. Yeah, could be doing some better things. Okay. Do any of you read books?
No, chicken hate school. We do. We don't have to go to school on the weekend.
All right. That wasn't really the question, but I think I know the answer anyway. Now, would you rather live a worthless life or a kick-ass awesome one?
My mom says awesome. Definitely awesome one.
All right. Well, let's keep going. Let's continue on. Let's persevere a little bit, okay? We're going to start small, since you've probably never killed anyone before. First, someone turn off that goddamn television. It's giving me a headache, and I can see intelligence bleeding out of your young eyeballs.
Am I bleeding? I'm scared of bleeding.
Don't worry about that. Just turn it off. Now, it's just you guys, me, and Mr. Complacency over there. And since we're going to kill him, I need you to look me in the eyes while I'm talking to you. You're weird.
I don't want to.
I know it's hard, but it's a really good practice to get into the habit of doing. Real people will respect you more if you can look them in the eye. What?
You're stupid. We're bored. Boring. Watch TV again. Boring.
I know. It's uncomfortable to not pollute your mind with shit when you're so used to Mr. Complacency accompanying you throughout your day. Look at him. He's squirming right now. He doesn't know what to do. But remember why we're here. We are even now in the process of crucifying him. What?
TV. TV.
Okay, guys. It's only been off for like a minute. But if you want to grow up into an ignorant, self-induced walking lexicon of worthless and mediocre jargon, then go ahead. You want to be worthless?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I don't want you to be worthless either. And the only way to not be a piece of shit human is to do something positive with your life. So we're going to create something.
Piece of shit.
What?
We're not pieces of shit. Okay. We're not shit.
I know you're not a piece of shit, and I know you don't want to grow up into one. So let's be coachable, get off our asses, and make an FNA show. All right?
Motherfucker, America is already mine.
Oh, Mr. Complacency, I almost forgot that you were there. You can go ahead and go fuck yourself for the day. I think we're good here. All right, bye-bye now. Hello there. You're listening to FNA 20, the Inspired. FNA can be contacted via the phone lines 601-857-1229. Visit us at fnashow.com. The segue is now over. My attention is drawn into the back of my skull. There seems at most times not much happening there. However, I believe I would be believing a lie if I took that as the whole truth. It is an illusion, a figment of a fragment of reality, broken off and separated and made to look like the truth. I don't most of the time know what the truth is or where it hides, but I can usually spot the falsities lounging around, puppets of our time. I would invite you to fill in the blanks, the question mark boxes along the way that puzzle you, for I will not be offering specifics. We are all wired, sometimes unfortunately quite differently, and therefore, without exception, anything I could offer as a taste, a sample, will surely be written off by some, if not all of you. With caution, then, I proceed, wondering where we will go. I agree with Andre Gide, who said, "Believe those who are seeking the truth, doubt those who find it." The fact remains that arrival is not a guarantee. It is not likely. In fact, it will never occur. When it does, I will be fertilizer, or will have lost touch with true reality. There is, for me, a certain cynicism necessary to plunge into another day devoid of anything different, changing, evolving, growing, or living. And it is with a heavy heart that I step into these days, weighed down so much that the drive to remedy the situation is sucked from me, and I walk with skeletal legs toward the morning's first piss. A few more of those before I can crawl back to my cocoon of complacence and sleep again. Now, it's not that I make the right choice to be that way on these days. I just have not grown enough myself to withstand the weight of reality that suffocates life out of me. More days than I care to recognize consist of these strangle factors. The travesty is that just when I am crushed to the brink of mind failure, a breath of polluted air arrives and sets me off on my way in chains again. Shit. It is necessary for me to recognize this as truth, so that I am better armed and prepared for these daily wars. The power of the dark side is easy, compelling, and apparently by observation quite temporarily satisfying. I could get along a good deal easier and with less headache and heartache could my perception be dimmed and my consciousness blurred during my waking life. But then, I turn attention to that vague crevice in the back of my skull and through intuition discover again that how I feel matters little compared with what I do and the actions I take, leaning forwards toward a flicker of the truth. Leaning is the best I can hope to achieve, more often than not. I've discovered a brilliant little book that any listening readers will want to check out. Thanks should first be given to my Puerto Rican pal Fernando for introducing it to me, and secondly, and more importantly, to the creator of the words that inhabit it, Andrew Boyd. FNA salutes you, good sir, and know this, should you ever, and this is unlikely, receive a douche card. I'm taking this moment once and for all to officially pardon your confusion upon receipt as well as the error in judgment of the card giver. You, my friend, are not a douche. That being said, the book is entitled Daily Afflictions, and it offers, much in the same way and form as a meditation book, a quote passage and thought on each day regarding topics ranging from life, family, death, career, and religion, among others. I'm reminded in my skull of an excerpt on careers, which I'm going to go ahead and apply to everything in life, because that's just how FNA does things. Mr. Boyd, or Brother Void, as he is often referred to, expounds on the profound words of Yogi Berra, "Make the right mistake," by saying, there are times in your life when you're lost, and no job or career path feels right. You're doing something, but you're doing it half-heartedly. When you find yourself drifting and slacking like this, remember, you don't have to know what you're doing. You just have to do it as hard as you possibly can. Now, properly implementing this is both a simple and treacherously difficult task. The thing is, for me, that the weight of the guilt of doing nothing is more difficult to carry than the strain of plowing through another repetitive day while trying to create and or do something or interact with people after sorting through the uncoachables, Bluetoothers, and douchebags. I hear a lot of talk about people being inspired to do things, or witnessing some person, place, thing, or event that inspired them, or looking for inspiration, or feeling inspired, or conversely being unable to move forward with work, school, life, career, whatever, because they have no reason, motivation, or inspirations. Or, as with so-called writers, being unable to proceed as a result of experiencing writer's block, a lack of inspiration. Or people not striving or trying to do their best in work, play, family, life, whatever, because they don't have a purpose, don't see the point, find it too difficult. All forms of a lack of inspiration. A lack of belief, basically, in themselves. In myself. Having experienced all these scenarios from greater to lesser degrees, I understand the undermining and parasitic draining power that uncertainty and a lack of belief via diminishing inspirations holds over these people. I am uninspired. And it is because I am uninspired that it is so important to create F&A or encourage customers to spin the golf ball on the counter of the coffee shop I work at every day for over a year now, or return to school in pursuit of a degree in the field of I have no fucking idea, and sacrifice monetary comfort to accomplish that, or hold burial services for squirrels in my backyard, or whatever. Fill in the blank. The words of Brothers Void and Berra have become practical truth for me. I must keep digging till I feel inspired, then the digging becomes more satisfactory. And thus, the point is just that. No matter how seemingly mundane, no matter how seemingly ordinary the task, no matter how seemingly mediocre the accomplishment, no matter how seemingly stupid the achievement, it does not fucking matter for me what I am doing so long as I am doing something. And that something does not include for myself sitting in front of the fucking television, numbing my brain, wasting hours off of my life where something more worthwhile could be accomplished. And therefore, thank you again for listening to another F&A show.